Nice.
Against some of the best players in the world every week. Every single game is a
Test.
Anybody can beat anyone.
So all the wins mean so much more.
Hey. What's up, Laurel? You can't type lol? Oh, you're talking about your typo? What are we testing today? We're just testing. Jeremy, what is that? What does that say? My font's not big enough. Oops, go boo. Wait a minute. There we go. Cool. Is this live? Oh, is this the category is NVIDIA? Oh, I see. Interesting. Anonymous. Hello, Anonymous. Anonymous Nate. N8. I also spell my name Nate with N8, by the way. Flash Live looks good with the new UI without text in the nav bar. What do you mean by that? Without text in the nav bar. It's probably just collapsed. If the nav screen's wide enough, you should see text. You see your message in the chat box, but not on screen in the app. Interesting. Yeah, so I think sometimes it gets filtered. I'm not sure though. That's above my IQ, which is relatively low. What's good? You mean the new X UI on web looks very good? Nice. What are we testing? Things looking good? Nothing specific. Right now I'm watching XTV. Looking at some videos here. You're on Safari Mac OS. That's crazy. I don't know. I didn't know people still use Safari. I'm a Chrome guy. Well, technically I'm more of a Arc guy right now, but I have heard about some new browsers I need to try. You find if you type a space in search, it will show you some live videos. That's interesting. I have no idea how that works. Ani, what's going on? Good to see you. You can see my live stream in the center and then chat on the right. Nice. Oh, you're probably on the live stream. Live stream's dope. Foodie, what's going on, man? Wait, XTV? Yeah, I'm watching XTV. This is not me playing. We cool if the nav bar on the left would disappear to make more room for the video stream than chat. Yeah, I was working on a code change to essentially collapse chat. So I'm thinking about adding a button. Adding a button to let you collapse chat on the... Wait, I'm trying to get my finger pointing right. Okay, it's going to be... All right, yeah, I'm thinking about adding a button way up in that corner to collapse chat. And then a button up in this corner to collapse nav. But if there's going to be a redesign on web, then it doesn't really make sense for me to build that until that's figured out later. Wait, I've seen this video so many times. This guy reminds me, you know who this guy reminds me of? This guy reminds me of the dude from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, like the main dude. I think they just have like the same haircut, and I feel like that's the same like outfit he wore the entire time. So, I don't know. Why is the chat system for live given so much space underneath? What screen are you on? Are you on the broadcast page, or are you on the live page? Yeah, it depends. There's different ways. I do not want to watch that video. X out, back. Yeah, if you go to I'll paste the link. If you go to x.com/NateMcGrady/live, that'll show you the new UI. That's the UI that I built. There are two different UIs, and that's because we're kind of like just like A/B testing them. If you click on like a broadcast card, that'll bring you to my most recent broadcast, or I mean like that'll bring you to the specific broadcast that you're clicking on. But whenever you navigate to x.com /live or NateMcGrady/live, that's always gonna go to if I am live, that broadcast, or my most recent live. And you see like on XTV, we have live from following. These are the people that I follow. You can see they're live. Some people are live right now. Like, let's pop this open. This is another live broadcast. This is liveception. You can't see, but Paul's over there. He's actually behind me. Yeah, it's another person live on X. So this is like a thing. Oh, wait, look, it's me. No way, wait. What happens if I do this? Yeah, it's another person live on X. So this is like a thing. Oh, wait, look, it's me. No way, wait. Yo, let's go. Let's go liveception. No way. We're up to 3. We're up to 3. We're up to 3. 3 layers deep of me. Oh, let's go. It keeps going. We're at like 4 deep. We're at so many layers. I wonder how many times we can. Okay, this is. Oh, wait. This is getting really confusing because I'm hearing myself every time in the background of this video. All right. I need to back out. All right. Let me catch up on some of these chats. Oh, wait. No. All right. I need to back out of that. What was I going to say? Okay. You're watching the stream at the link now. Cool. Looks way better. When are you going to roll out the new UI? This is available now. Like the UI that you're probably looking at that link is always available. If you click on a user's presence ring, like the ring that lights up around their face, or if you click on the sidebar on the like the home page, if you like the sidebar that has live on X, those will always go to the live on or the x.com/username/live screen. But otherwise it'll go to the broadcast screen because that's tied to a specific broadcast. If the broadcast card always went to the like Nate McGrady/live screen, then as soon as that broadcast is over, if there's 2 more new broadcasts and you go back to that post and click on it, it would bring you to the wrong broadcast. That's why there's like a separate one. But eventually the other broadcast page will have the same UI. So it won't really matter how it's set up. This should beat out Kick without a doubt. I agree, and I'm not biased at all. I'm not biased at all. You think this is amazing? Shout out Jordan. Real YouTube and Twitch competitor, finally. Nice. Recommended for you. Doesn't give many options. What do you mean by that? Best streamer on X, watching best streamer on X. That's what we were just in. We have a bio in the new one or buttons, you don't know. We're still trying to figure out like the best way to utilize the space. It's tricky. It's not as simple as you might think. Like if it's like a personal project that I threw together on a weekend, then I could put a bunch of random stuff down there. But like there's a lot of people involved in a good way. Like we have a lot of like really good designers, and there's a lot of like other people who have weigh in on like how to use that space. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do with it quite yet. Looks like YouTube. Yeah, what I'm looking for, this is XTV. This is available like for everybody right now. Not at this link. Like I don't think you can go to x.com/i/TV. I think that's employees only. But like, if you go to your TV app on your TV, wherever you download your apps from, you should be able to access XTV and download it and use it. The broadcast UI certainly needs to match. The other one looks far better. Thank you. I worked on the new one, which is the /live. That's a project I worked on, so I'm very biased towards it. I think it's great. Eventually, we'll update the broadcast one. But like this is a situation where I threw the live screen together relatively quickly. So we just want to make sure that it works and that there's not like some random bugs. If there are, we can go through and fix those later. Before we apply that same UI to the broadcast screen. It doesn't appear chat is available on iPad. Interesting. Even in landscape mode. Very interesting. What's up, Sam? We really need a way to see, explore everyone live separate from videos, etc. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Like if you see on XTV, if you go to your XTV app, like I think second down, we have this live on from following, and again, you can see me right there. These are the people who I follow who are live right now. Some of them might have ended, like you can see like the older timestamps. Like some of these aren't live right now, but they were live previously. So I think something like this to be available on the regular x.com site, like homepage, would be really dope. Will live streaming and X Spaces ever be possible at the same time without having to stream via one device and join X Space via another? Maybe. It's really tricky because there's a latency issue. Like if I'm live right now and as I'm speaking, like I can see my chat and the chat messages I see in real time because those are going over a WebSocket. But like there's the encoding that needs to happen for my video, and then I send it to like some servers, and then it gets sent to a CDN. The CDN sends it out to you, and that all just takes time. Versus like if I'm in a space that's more like a phone call where it's immediate as I speak. So it would just be really like clumsy. That said, you can do spaces with video, or like video spaces. I think that's fully released. I'm not sure. And then that's like a way to have, both in one. Talking about bugs, when you press the subscribe button, it blow away from the live stream. Yeah, that's on my list. It's kind of a tricky thing because you need to go to Stripe to like confirm, but I am looking into ways where we can like reduce having to leave the page to subscribe because it doesn't make sense. I think right now I can't remember like if it's changed or like how I implemented it, but I'm pretty sure if you press the subscribe button, it should open in a new tab. I don't think it should change the like current screen, but I could be wrong. You think the game? I think you change the game the second there's a tab on navigation that has a red dot in live. Yeah, I agree. As like the guy who's working on a lot of live streaming stuff, I mean, there's a bunch of people who work on live, but like, I'm one of the main people who do it. I definitely want to have a tab that says live. There's other people who don't work on live who probably don't think it's as important. But I think eventually there should be a live, or there will be. We already have that live space bar or that live sidebar, but that only shows you like people who you already follow who are live, which isn't like super valuable. How does video spaces have lower latency on video versus a live stream? It's just different technology. Like when I go live in a space, I'm using like my computer's webcam versus like right now I have these overlays and I'm using Streamlabs and I'm sending, the video from my computer to Streamlabs who sends it to X who sends it to you. So it's like there's a couple more layers, and that's where you get the latency from. It's usually around like 5 seconds for my streams. Last time I checked it. Do I think going live in portrait or landscape is the way? I'm gonna go landscape, but eventually portrait. I think someone's working on, I want to say Jonah is working on a new mobile like UI for watching live video or just like watching video in general. So I think vertical will have some kind of benefit, but I prefer the like like landscape content for live streams more than vertical. I feel like if you do vertical streaming, it's more like on mobile, and that's where we're like competing with Instagram or like TikTok. And that's a very like specific kind of content. And then you also have like landscape live streams, which is more in line with what you might see on YouTube or on TikTok. Not TikTok, I mean Twitch. That said, like, I don't know. I think both will be just as important. Yeah, you could probably, I think there might be a way to do both eventually. Actual viewers instead of views. Yeah, a lot of people have asked about that. I don't think it really matters too much. Um, that's more of something that's just like on the back burner. Like honestly, if it were up to me, I don't even think I would show like viewers, except for like to the broadcaster. Like if you're the broadcaster, then maybe we should show you for the sake of like understanding when you're losing viewers or like how many people you're speaking to. Um, but I think for the general population, that having total viewer count really doesn't matter. It's just my opinion. Those decisions are also way above me. Who's Jonah? Jonah Katz, he's like the man. 200 IQ. Absolute Chad. Watching lives on Android, you don't recommend, it's real bad. Yeah, I know there's some people who are going to give it some more love. Need handle autofill in this box. Press add and it doesn't populate anything. Yeah, that's also on my list, is to add like type ahead. There's some like other questions that we need to like solve for in that situation. It's like, should pressing at auto populate with people who are already in the chat? Because that's something that we might need to do, is have like a chat participants list. So then if you press at by default, it would populate using your chat participants list. But it is on my list. I have this like list of probably 30 or 40 different items, and they all need to happen. And I'm working through them slowly. Wait, no, don't mention him. Here, wait, let me. There we go. Yeah, we don't mention him. We don't mention him. He who shall not be named. I just wanted to delete that, so it was fun. Yeah, his handle's something like that. Like I said, it's like it's really dependent on whether or not you want to have auto populate for like everybody on the platform. If you want to have it like just for participants in chat, and you can also do it with like prioritization. You know, like obviously prioritize chat participants over other people, but like just in general, autofill is not great. So like, yeah, I think that needs to be fixed first. So. If you add people, it should go to their notifications and say someone mentioned you in Nate's live stream. That's interesting. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That goes in the notebook. Tag notification. All right, sorry. It's in the notebook. It's immortalized. If you are you on mobile, Sam? But like I can reply to him and say, like, yeah, there you go. You got it. Yeah, like you can reply to each other, and there should be highlighting when you reply to someone. Like you can't see right now because I'm not sharing my screen, but like if I were to share this, right? I can do at Nate McGrady, and it'll highlight me, or I can say, yo, it'll highlight me, say that I'm replying to me. This is just a bunch of me, Nateception to the max. Yeah. Sweet. And this is all like based on your primary color. So like I use blue for my primary color. That's why you see this. Then I also added like some other options like to hide avatars, and I'm showing timestamps right now just so I can see when it is. And there's other things like we have these mod actions which allow me to like, if you say bet and I don't like that, I can delete your message. But if I don't want to have my mod actions, I can hide them, and now we don't see them anymore. And this is mostly like that's sus. I'm gonna fix that. That's weird. It's mostly for people who have like small width space, like they don't have a lot of width. So then hiding mod actions just gives you like a little bit more vertical or horizontal space for text. Anyway, put this back. Adam Bailey, a colon on desktop should trigger an emoji keyboard like Slack. Yeah, even better would be if we had custom emojis. Am I right? And also, it'd be cool if I could do like bang, LOL, and then that would be like like this, like setup You can see it. That'd be cool. You don't see that in your chat box on desktop. What don't you see? What did you not see in your chat box? It only highlights for the person who's viewing, right? Like, so like if I tag you, like I just tag Sam, you should have seen that like light up on your screen. It should have been highlighted. That way it's not intrusive to other people. The one thing that I might work on disabling is like making it so that people can't tag me as like a highlight. A highlight is a mention or a reply. It's both. And I did add support, so it should work. Like if I do asdf natemcgrady, we'll see if that works. natemcgrady. Did I do it? Maybe I didn't add that yet. I thought I added this. Maybe I'll just start with it. Oh, wait, no. I think I need to do an @ sign. Yeah. Okay, so that like highlighted on my screen. I'll show it real quick. I added this so like it's case insensitive for usernames. You can tag it, and then it'll still highlight. But I was thinking about hiding it so that it doesn't work on the broadcaster, just because it could get like annoying. People could spam it. I haven't seen that yet, but it's just like it's something that could happen. Grok making custom emojis would be cool. Yeah, I think that people would rather like create their own and like validate it first. But I think there are like cool use cases for Grok in chat. I think it would be dope to do Grok what's going on like this. Check this out. Wouldn't that be sick? Wouldn't that be sick? And then right away, and then like Grok could reply and give you like a summary of chat or a summary of like the last 5 minutes of the broadcast. That would be dope. Yeah, what if chat? Yeah, exactly. See, this Jordan guy gets it. Shout out Jordan. I followed you. Shout out Jordan. He gets it. Dude, if Grok could watch the streams and help catch you up, yeah. See, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. Another thing is like when like X payments, X money, whatever you want to call it, X bread, X moolah, is integrated. Like, I should be able to do like at Sam. I don't know what your tag is. We should probably add like type ahead, but I should be like at Sam. Like $5, right? Like that should be a thing, and I should be able to send money directly to Sam in live chat like that. Like if he says something super funny, I should just be able to hit one of these, and then boom, he gets $5. My account to his account. That would be crazy, right? That'd be crazy. Yeah, we would have to get rid of Stripe, and we'd have to have something like X payments. Right? It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Like, what other platform can you do that? What other platform can you do that where you could like, where you can donate to other people, where you could essentially tip other people for having funny chats? I don't know, but I think it'd be sick, right? Be sick. Good mind-blown sound effect. I know. I've worked on perfecting my mind-blown sound effect. They use bits. Yeah. I don't think we'd use bits. Like I get it. I get the idea of being able to donate someone 100 million bits and it'd be like $5 or whatever. I mean, obviously it's a lot more. I think it's like a bit is a penny, but I think it would just be like money, like just straight up money from your X wallet, from your X payments account. Like, I don't know how this works. So this is just me like randomly guessing. But like I would take all the money that I get from X payments, right? Or like all the money that I get from ad revenue, all the money I get from my creator share, all the money I get from subscriptions, the people who subscribe to me, that should go into my wallet. And then I should be able to like have direct access to that money to like give to other people. I should be able to pop in this like broadcast. And maybe if you're on web, there's like an emoji that's like blue, right? Like a blue smiley face emoji. There should be another icon that's just like dollars. Yeah. Or what if it's just $ Nate McGrady, right? What if that's the play? What if it's just instead of using an @ sign, you use $? Be dope. Yeah, I think they use bits because of different currencies, and also because you can like buy bits on like the app store. I don't know how that stuff works. That's all for people who are way smarter than Naderoo. My grandma calls me Naderoo. Now you all know. You found the pop out chat button. Shout out. Shout out to Garrick. I made that. I made that. A guy named the Primogen asked for it like on a live stream once, and I was watching, and I was like, bet, and then I did it. Yeah. Laurel, just like that. 100. At Name McGrady, exactly. Dude, you just found the would have to eliminate that whole part to include it. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. Whatever way it'd be seamless, or it'd probably be similar, honestly, to like a reply. So like if you're on web, you can see that reply button, the reply icon. It'd probably be like an icon like that, but it's just $, right? And you hit it, it just pops up a box, how much money you want to send, and then it sends it. And then instead of it being like, you would just actually enter like whatever message. So in here, there'd be like some message that says like, Nate sent you $5, and then followed by, hey, how is it going? Right? So Nate Snet. Pretend that Snet says sent, right? So like the idea is that there would be like some kind of a notification that says someone donated to you, and then followed by the message that they would want to send, similar to like a reply. So then that would be like a super chat essentially. Yeah, we could do that too. In fact, we already have a tip jar. Like some people have found my tip jar, and let me go back and hit it real quick. Like Ani has tipped to me through Streamlabs before. But like ideally is we'd be able to generate these kinds of notifications, but from X payments, right? Like an X payment, an X dono, something like that. I think that'd be sick. Wow, the hair, LOL. Aging death. What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Don't LOL at my hair. But is it 5 USD or 5X money? Asking the real questions. Asking the real questions. It's all X money. It's all X money. X Live is going to be dope. I agree. Ani with a smiley face. Shout out Ani. Like the first person to ever dono to me. Not like ever, but like the first person to donate to me on X, I think, is Ani. Which is crazy. Shout out Ani. And then like he knows gaming. He's someone who donated to me on Twitch. I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on YouTube. And like I get those notifications as well. So we have to figure out like a way to make X branded specific donations. Is there a way to fix the encoder settings to match Twitch? The bitrate is insanely high to produce high quality. What do you mean by that? I think Twitch caps you at like 6K bitrate, right? And X we support like up to 16K maybe on the highest end. But I usually send out at like 12. Right? And I think I'm not even sure if my Twitch works. Like let me go to my Twitch right now and see if it's even live. I don't think it even works because I'm setting too high. Right? Yeah. Like I just checked my Twitch right now and it's like dead. You can't see anything. I think you can hear it, but like I don't think there's any audio. Yeah. That's because like it's just too high. I don't know what level, like let me check the I don't know what rate like it exceeds, like once you exceed that rate where it cuts. Hertz for restream. Yeah. There's got to be like some threshold where yeah, I know 6K is like where it caps, but like there's got to be some threshold where it actually like won't even broadcast it, cuz like it should be able to accept like 8K. And then it just like should drop off the extra amount, but I think like after a certain point it probably just breaks. If I stopped my broadcast and changed my bitrate to like 8K, I think it would work fine. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I'm sending 1200 or 12,000 right now, so pretty high. Yeah, if you're, I think we have it for everybody now where you can do 1080p 60. Like this current live stream right now, if you're watching, let me pull that up. Let me pull that up, Jamie. Jamie, pull that up. Yeah, this current live stream on X right now is 1080p 60. Smooth, seamless for me. Nice. If you do X in YouTube, it works flawlessly though. Yeah, you can use 2K upscale on X and it looks like 4K. It's madness. That's insane. That's insane. Twitch messed up the UI with the user banner above the stream. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I feel like nobody gets that reference when I make it. It's like a Drewski meme. Oh, yo, I just pulled it up. I didn't notice that until right now. I just pulled up a. Let me put it on screen so that other people can see it. Pulled up. I pulled up. Oh. Yeah. Yo. Okay, like so. Yeah. So as a web developer working on building a screen exactly like this, right? Like the live screen that we built, I will say that like video specifically with aspect ratios is actually pretty tricky. Like it's tricky to maintain an aspect ratio within a container, especially like as you start to resize your screen. Like let's see. As I get lower, you see how it starts to clip. Yeah, and they maintain the scale up till a certain point. But it's like it's really tricky. It's like it's not super easy. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is much easier if it's the bottom component. Now, if you compare it to like our screen, right? This is like I don't know why I'd let you make it this small. I should probably set a minimum height. But technically, like you can. Oh wait, I did kind of show some of the new the new web redesign on that screen. Everybody forget that you saw any of that. Forget that you saw any of that stuff. Pretend you're blind. Pretend that your vision is non-existent. You didn't see anything. Yeah. Ooh, wait, I should zoom in because I can't see this at all. There we go. Is this a recorded space? No. I'll have to delete it. You're using the redesign? No! No! How people think I react when they're using our feature switches? No! Depends on where you make a cutoff, yeah. Yeah. Is this stream using OBS? I'm streaming right now using Streamlabs. There should be a theater mode on X. I mean, the live screen is pretty close to a theater mode. What do you mean by a theater mode? Like, are you talking about like YouTube's theater mode? And like, yeah, I'm confused.
Today we're taking a look at Lovable, which is a brand new AI-powered app builder. Now, I've tried a number
Finally, an AI-powered app builder.
Particularly impressed with any of them up till this point. And
Finally, an AI-powered app builder. That's what we've been waiting for.
But after I tried Lovable, I was actually
slaps out nav and just leaves chat and video. Yeah, like as you resize, like if you make your window width constraint enough, it will collapse the nav. And like I said, I was working on adding a button to specifically like manually collapse nav and manually collapse chat. It's just like it's hard to make it look good right now from a UI perspective. There's really no space for the collapse primary nav button to go without having it overlay on the screen, which is like kind of not great. So still trying to figure that out. There's a lot of like really random small design things that actually are a lot more limiting than you would think. But yeah, very similar to Twitch. Like literally the exact same thing as what you can do on Twitch. But using our primary nav and our chat. Yeah. This is Streamlabs. Any super long-term goals to make your own X Streamlabs? You mean like our own like app that you could download specifically to go live on X? I don't think so. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Evan. Shout out Evan. Should show. Let me hide my timestamp so I can see usernames. Yeah, I don't think we'd ever build a separate standalone app specifically just for that, just because like it's like redundant. Yeah, it would probably just be like a web app or like a different URL available, something like that. TikTok has a live studio, presumably an equivalent. Yeah, X Creators app, CRNLX. That's what I think is the most likely. Like most likely to me is there would just be like in the studio.x app that would be updated, and that's like where you would see that kind of information. Like there would be one of the first things that I worked on was like this design for like a stream manager, and it's like it'd be actually a lot closer to like a stream manager utility you'd see on Twitch. So like an actual dashboard where you can see the analytics for your live stream in real time, see chat in real time, moderators, assigning moderators, removing them, messages that were deleted, stuff like that. You wonder if there's much benefit for X to its own streaming infra app. Could buy one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's a big value out there. It low-key gives you guys the metrics to see creators versus views and fans. Wouldn't that make the app too heavy though? I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean. The new X timeline changes cause most of the posts to be up to 24 hours old, even after refreshing. Very hard to see recent post news now. Can this be fixed? I don't know. That's a question for a smart person. That seems very unrelated to anything I've worked on. But I have heard people say that. I've heard people say that they've been seeing older posts, which isn't like a bad thing. Like we have this thing where it's like people will complain about like their post doesn't have any longevity or they're not evergreen. Like your content isn't evergreen. After 24 hours, you may have like a really great post and then it just dies because there's like this 24-hour limit. But now I've been seeing people reporting that like they've been seeing old content. So I guess I'm not sure what like the right balance is there. That being said, I have no idea how any of the like timeline stuff works. That's a whole different team. That's a team of very smart other people. Yeah, that's okay. If you go to like, I think your following tab should always be in real time. I think that's always like sorted by newest. The algo is public. They only made small adjustments to the mixer. Yeah, I have no idea how any of that stuff works. That's all outside of my purview. At least like the like adjustments and stuff. I don't know who made changes, when they made changes, stuff like that. Why doesn't X have live viewer count instead of just views? What's the value add? What's the value add in seeing the live viewer count? People ask that a lot, and like I think about it from my perspective is I've never, when I open Twitch, for example, like I don't pick who I watch based off of like a viewer count, and then after I start watching a broadcast, like I don't will look at like the total amount. Like it just like doesn't have any value add in my opinion. That being said, like the decision to use like total versus like cumulative is above me. That is beyond my scope. I'm not sure. I don't think, like in my opinion, I don't think there should be any view count. That's like completely my own opinion. If it were up to me, I will say there wouldn't be a viewer count at all. It would just say if someone's live. But again, that's my opinion, and that's like a decision that's way above me. That being said, like I can see my concurrent viewership. Like I could tell you right now how many people are actually watching my stream. And everybody, like every broadcaster can technically see their analytics for their broadcast. So like right now, if I pull up my broadcast analytics right now, you can see, and I've showed this before on stream like multiple times. But I can see my maximum concurrent for this entire stream was 32. So I don't have a lot of people. And then like I think this is where the metrics get like less accurate. You can see like I'm hovering kind of around 20 right now. I'm starting to see like some fall off. But it's just like it's not super important to me, in my opinion. Agreed on no view account as long as the algorithm knows how to serve a good stream. High watch time. Yeah, at this point, like you're already being shown notifications for everybody who you follow, and you're not shown for anybody you don't follow. But I think there are a bunch of different ways that we could determine whether or not like a stream is worth watching. Like especially if a bunch of people start reposting a stream, or if a stream like has a sudden dramatic spike in viewers like all at once, then that's like something that you should get promoted heavily. Like that's a broadcaster should get promoted pretty heavily. But again, I don't know how the algo works. I don't know how that stuff works. Don't you need the view counts for advertising purposes? I don't think live on X, like we haven't thought about ads at all. I don't think we plan on having ads for live on X. At least not at this time. Every feature that we're working on, like everything on our roadmap, has nothing to do with advertisements or advertisers. But I think like I guess for a creator who would want to get a partner based on their analytics, then that would be like important. So instead of viewer count, you could show the people you follow are also watching the same live stream. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Similar to like when people I follow are in a space and listening to a space, that'd be cool. But then we'd also like have to let people watch anonymously, right? Because it's really important to be able to watch a live stream without people knowing that you're watching it, in the same way that it's important to be able to listen to a space without people knowing that you're listening to a space. People like deserve that privacy. When you first go live on X, it promotes you, and as soon as you're live for like 30 minutes, you'll never see it again. As of like pretty recent, the live content in general gets like promoted pretty well. I don't know what changed for it, but I do know like I see every person I follow who is live, like I will see that they are live. I'm also like perpetually online, like I'm constantly on X, so like obviously I'll see everybody's like post that they're live. But yeah, I think live streams get pushed pretty heavily right now. There should be a separate tab just for lives. Yeah, I think there should be not a separate tab necessarily, but like there should be a live section in the like left side, like in the primary nav. Click on live, and then it shows you something similar to this. You should be able to just see like in the same way that you see live from following, it should be live from following, but then there should be another section that's recommended live, right? Like so people outside of your following who are also live right now. I think that'd be cool. But then how do you fill those other spaces, right? And not a lot of people go live on X at this time. So like eventually it would be live from people you follow would be the highest priority, and then like recommended, and then it'd be like you know, these aren't really great categories. Like American football, I guess, right? Like live streams related to this, live streams related to news, live streams related to, I would say like gaming probably makes the most sense. So like different video game categories, that would be the best way. One of the best ways to grow as like a Twitch creator, for example, is to like be the biggest person in like a niche category, or like to try to be one of the biggest people during off times for a category. And the reason for that is because then if someone clicks on that category, you have a better chance of being higher up on top. So yeah, I think some kind of a live stream would be cool. Yeah, I think somebody was working on the long press, the post button to go live at some point. I just don't know where it ended. Yeah, X is watching X person stream. Yeah, like I said, they would just need to have an opt-in. That's the only way that, like, that would work, in my opinion, which then adds like an extra layer of friction. People could potentially click out or go back when they have to either determine whether or not to watch anonymously or not anonymously. So, hoping for an XTV app on Apple TV to replace current Twitter app. There's a Twitter app on Apple TV? That's crazy. Y'all have Elon Musk infinite money glitch? I do not have Elon Musk infinite money glitch. I do not have access to Elon Musk infinite money glitch. Yeah, it probably needs a separate algo. I think it's easier to implement on like its own screen. Tim the Tatman streams his gaming on X, and it's always has a healthy amount of viewers. I think it always has a healthy amount of views, right? Like, his chat's always disabled, so I guess it would be hard to see if his are active, but he does get a really high cumulative viewer count. And that's one thing that we, like, I can see our statistics. I can see our data on like how many people are watching streams. Your click-through rate and the amount of total views you get on X, like for these really big creators, is higher on X than it is on Twitch. Like we've had creators who like on a single stream will get 1.2 million views, right? Is that the same thing as 1.2 million views on Twitch? Not necessarily. But like the potential to get that many eyes on your live content, like getting views on a live stream, that means someone's at least watched and listened, you know, to like, what, 5 seconds? I don't know what the actual metric is, but they've listened to some portion of your stream. And so like having the potential to reach 1.2 million people or whatever, just randomly, one person reposts your stream with a really big following and boom, you get just tons of eyes on your content. You can't get that on Twitch. You can't get that on YouTube. You can only get that on X. Am I a gamer live streamer? I'm a live streamer and I do play video games. I wouldn't say I'm either because like I don't really make money off of either. You have the option to browse your X feed while watching a live stream. Yeah, that's something I have pitched a couple times. I refer to it as the Subway Surfers like strategy. The idea is to like have a live video playing while people can like scroll their timeline. But if you are on the live screen, you can click on the broadcast. There's like a little image in the bottom corner that'll let you activate picture in picture. But if you are on the live screen, you can, and like, so I have my picture in picture right here. On the broadcast, there's like a little image, and you can have that picture in picture popped out while you scroll your timeline. Nate was the #1 Fortnite streamer on X. Ninja got mad, so he had to beat his record. That's actually true. Non-ironically, since I've been streaming on X for so long, just like being an X employee and like working on it, like there were times where I was definitely like the most watched live streamer for sure. But now you lose your chat when you nav. Yeah, you lose your chat as in like you lose the chat when you do the pop out, because the pop out is just the video player. Yeah, I'm not sure about that Twitch app or the Twitter app. There should be a way to see a list of past X live stream recordings on a user's profile, each tab. Right now, it's very difficult to find sort through past stream recordings if you miss them live. Yeah, and a lot of broadcasters actually like delete them. Like a lot of people delete those. You want to scroll and type. So I pitched the idea and I did like a mock-up for the UI where essentially like live streams would be like a space with video. So like in that spaces, like modal in the bottom right corner, it would have like video in the top and like a 16:9 aspect ratio. And then underneath it would be chat. And that way you could scroll your timeline while consuming the live video and participating in chat. I think that would be really cool. That's something I want to work on. Hopefully I can get some time to do that. Yeah, I think it'd be dope. I think the main thing is that it would increase the concurrent viewer count. Like just concurrent viewership in general would be higher. One of the reasons why you can get pretty decent concurrent spaces listeners is because like I can hop into a space and keep scrolling my timeline. I don't need to choose space or timeline. I get both. And that's why you'll have people who just hop into a space and then listen while they scroll. That's it. So we need to find a way to do that for live content, live video content, that is. in map view for live streams. Yeah, I talked to some people about that. Yeah, we should do that. I had the idea of doing like a 3D globe type thing, and you could like switch to the globe and then like, you know, click around and like click down into hotspots where there's like a lot of streaming. I think that would be really cool. Oh, okay. I think this is good. I think this test went well. I'm gonna go to a hockey game. There's a hockey game tonight, so I'm gonna go to that. But thank you to everybody who popped in to say